Bubbles?
Bubbles. Cool. We're in Sarasota, Florida. Bubbles, tell me a little bit about yourself, how you ended up on the streets.
Well, it started off with my dad passing about 3 years ago. I slowly kind of was staying with friends here and there, but then started dating this guy that was on the streets, and then it was like I just ended up being on the streets with him, and I learned a lot from him. His name was William, really good guy. He showed me a lot, and then from there I met this guy Fur that's been out here for like 15 years. He showed me a lot. He's a really good person to know out here, very resourceful person. Love him to death. They say he's the unofficial mayor of Kalki. But I also lost my grandmother not too long after that, and she was like, we were really close. So like once I lost both of them, I really had no security, you know what I mean? Because anytime anything would happen, I would go to them. And then when my dad died too, I also had a vehicle. The day I got a job again, because I quit my job actually to take care of my dad. He had cirrhosis. So I quit my job to take care of him. He was paying my car payment. But when he passed, he didn't leave me any money. So it was kind of like, I was trying to get a job real quick to pay the car payment. As soon as I got the first day of starting the job, they repoed my car. So it was like one thing after another started happening, and then I was like, I kind of gave up, and then like I said, I met that guy and he helped me, and then Chris, and I mean, there's a lot of people out here that are good people. They just, either they made bad choices in life or things just happen to them, I try to do the best I can. I find stuff all the time and I give it away. Like I find stuff all the time and it's like nice stuff. I mean, I literally haven't had to go shopping for clothes, for anything, because I got two friends out here always give me my clothes. They give me any type of accessory, like electronics, anything, purses. I mean, literally, I don't have it right here.
Yeah.
I have a Coach purse, a real Coach purse.
Nice.
Didn't pay nothing for it.
Awesome.
Got it free from my friend.
So this is a big dumpster diving area, and people are able to get a lot of stuff
very
from businesses.
Rich neighborhood,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are very wasteful. I do snipes too. This is my little snipe container. I literally get that are like half because it's expensive. You know what I mean? I might as well just get, I mean, I know it's not the best thing ever, but I cut the tip off of it to make it not so gross. But I mean, you can get by, It takes a strong person though. I mean, like, it's really humbled me because I was spoiled my whole life. Like, literally, my dad spoiled me my whole life. And like, I always a very codependent person. But being out here, I think I've learned how to be like independent. And if I had to, I could be on my own.
So you had a roughly normal childhood? Growing up was normal? You grew up in Sarasota?
I mean, it was a little bit weird because my dad was married 4 different times.
Okay.
So I had 4 stepmoms. Crazy. Oh, that's another person. My stepmother, my dad's last wife, she died 6 months after my grandmother. So it was like 3 people that are really important to me, that I cared about a lot, So that was one of the main things that got me out here, just not having any support and just, being so codependent my whole life. And like,
Were you able to finish high school?
I did graduate from Riverview, class of 99.
Riverview, that's up by Tampa, right?
No, it's right here.
Oh, it's
off
Riverview
of
here?
Proctor.
Okay.
Riverview Rams, go Rams.
So you finished school in Sarasota.
Yep. I actually started college a little bit, but then I ended up getting pregnant with my daughter when I was 21. So I have a beautiful daughter. She's a hairdresser. She's 23. She lives in Vermont. Awesome. She was actually born on 4/20. Ooh. I'm a big advocate. I feel like that is a cure-all. I mean, you can't sleep, or you can eat it, the gummies. The only thing bad is actually the smoke part of it. Like if you eat it or you use the tinctures or anything.
Anything you put in your lungs is bad for you. That's logical.
But it's like, if people would just use the gummies it's so good for you. I can't believe they didn't pass it for. I was so bummed about that. I was like, no. I can't vote though, so unfortunately.
Why can't you vote? Criminal record?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask what some of those records are?
Most recently, trespassing.
Normal
Literally,
for the homeless.
I got trespassed from I went swimming in a pool at a house
Well,
that
that's
was
one
for
way.
sale.
That's one way to do it.
Nobody was there, and it was so hot that day. And I'm like, there was a little flamingo floating in the pool, and it said, "Come on, it's nice in here." So I was like, ah. I went in. It was open. I mean, I didn't think I was hurting anybody, but apparently somebody didn't like it, and they called the cops. So I went to jail for that for 7
Well, that's
days.
a good story of getting. That's a nice trespassing story.
You know?
Most trespassing stories are not that fun.
No.
Is that something you've done before too? I'm gonna guess probably.
I did go to that pool one other time,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually didn't go in the pool.
Yeah.
But I checked it out, and I kind of just hung out on the patio between me and you.
Okay.
It was a cool spot to chill for a minute. But not when I went swimming and then they called the cops. That wasn't cool. That sucks.
So you said your daughter's 23?
Yep. And I also have a 19-year-old son. He's actually in jail right now for a crime he didn't even commit. This girl accused him of her, and they were both minors when this.
Mm-hmm.
And she accused him of her and said that he had a that if you tell anyone. That's a serious
Yeah,
charge.
it's very serious.
My son's never had any charges. He's only 19 years old.
How old is
Never.
19.
He never been in trouble at all.
Mm-hmm.
They waited for him to be 18 to arrest him.
Oh, I see.
So now he's fighting it in jail. And then she came forward and said none of it's true.
Mm.
So now my son's just sitting in jail waiting for some type of answer.
No.
It's crazy, man.
So I'm gonna guess if you got kids that old, you would have to be. How old are you?
I'm 44.
You're 44.
Mm-hmm.
You look young for 44.
Thank you.
That's a difficult thing to accomplish on the streets.
Thank you.
How do you take care of yourself? I mean, it's difficult.
Like I said, I mean, I got my friends that help me out with like clothes and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. I go to a place called.
Mm-hmm.
They let you take showers there. They feed you there.
So like
and this is like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. She's open.
what is that place? Is it like a
It's
shelter?
it's
or-
a church,
Oh, it's a church. Okay.
and the lady, it's called the church,
Mm-hmm.
and she just has it for certain people, and you get clothes there too.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can go there. Usually Monday is first day they open it, and it's from 10:30 till 4.
Mm-hmm.
You can go there. You can eat. You can take a shower, like I said. They'll do one little load of laundry for you.
Okay.
You get clothes
That's
there.
incredible. I didn't know something like
Yeah.
that existed.
Oh my God, she's definitely a saint. She's
Gotcha.
gonna go to heaven for sure.
So now with this law that they have now, where they supposedly can arrest you for sleeping and all that, have
Yeah.
you noticed that law enforcement's treating you differently or the same?
I have been shunned away from places a lot more than I used to be. Like,
Okay.
I've been trespassed from a lot more places just from just being there, not even doing anything, just sitting there. Like, there's a church, what do I call it? Charity, like a thrift shop
Mm-hmm.
over here, and I used to hang out there a lot,
Mhm.
but they trespassed me from there, so I can't hang out there anymore. And then there was another place behind this furniture store.
Mm-hmm.
I got trespassed from there. It's like I keep getting trespassed from all these places because of this new law. Like, they don't want anybody hanging out anymore. You can't
Gotcha.
like barely hang out anywhere. It's like hard to find a place to just go,
Hmm.
just to be. You know, it's
Gotcha.
crazy.
So you told me that at one point when you lost the people you loved, you dived into it a little bit.
Hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that situation.
Well, I got kind of bad with for a little while, and my teeth.
Oh, you lost a
Oh,
lot.
because
How long did it take for it to get that bad?
about 2 years.
You had all your teeth before you started using,
Yep, I had full set of perfect teeth.
and that all that damage in
Yeah.
just 2 years. What would you say to somebody who gets on that path? I mean, because in 2 years to go from a full set to that, it's pretty. I mean, it destroys you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's bad. Man. To anybody, I would just say no, man.
Yeah.
Just say no. I mean, it's kind of hard on the streets because it's everywhere. Like everyone, it seems like a lot of people do it on the streets.
Yeah, yeah.
And I understand because it kind of keeps you going, and it's like you can't. It's hard to find a really good spot to sleep. So it's like when you're doing that, you don't want to sleep. You're just going, and you get so much done, and it's like kind of like a little helper. I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but I guess it goes with being on the streets a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in an environment where everybody's doing it, you'll end up
Yeah.
doing it. What are some of your favorite childhood memories growing up in Sarasota?
I love the beach. I mean, siesta's my favorite. I used to go all the time, drum circle. I mean, I try to still go out there, but I'm scared to go out there since the storm.
Yeah.
Since the storm hit, I have not been out there. I'm afraid to see what happened. Like,
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of damage, but I'm just, because that's my favorite place, so I don't want to go out there and see the trash,
Yeah.
you know? I'm going to go out there eventually. I think maybe this Sunday for a drum circle, I'm going to try to make it out there.
Do you see yourself leaving the streets and getting back to normal, or do you think you're going to stay trapped?
I really, I'm working towards, there's this thing, the hot team.
Mhm.
I really been thinking about doing it because it's like, it's supposed to be like, they help you get into a place and you can stay at the Salvation Army in the meantime. So I'm really been thinking about checking that out, man.
So the way you're telling me, there are resources and help available here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you think maybe enabling versus actually using them to get out of the streets? Like, how do you view that balance of yourself? Like,
I think you just really gotta want it, man.
yeah, exactly.
And to go to the hot team, you can't be on any.
Yeah.
And they have a curfew, so it's like structured environment.
Yeah.
So that's another thing, going from being free, doing whatever you want, to a structured environment is a good. I mean, it's a good decision, but it's serious. You gotta really want it because if you just go there and you don't really want it, it's not gonna work.
Before you entered homelessness, were you for homelessness?
I have had addictive personality in my life, yeah.
Okay.
I used to go to the clinic. I went to the clinic for 8 years.
Wow.
And
So this is something you've been battling a lot of your life.
I got off of on the streets. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was very hard. I was in detox for like 13 days. Very hard.
Gotcha.
But I did it, you know? Just got to be strong, and I have faith in God.
That's good. That's good. Do you ever think about your future being out here and just wanting to change it,
Yeah,
getting a slice of normality again?
a lot. I do.
Do you think you can accomplish it, or do you think you're too far gone?
No, I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I think, honestly, I
it's,
think God put me out here for a reason, to get me strong and to know that I can be independent and to humble me.
Okay.
I feel like I've really gotten humbled by being out here, you know?
Gotcha. Have you ever had to panhandle?
Yep.
Is that humiliating for you, difficult?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never really got too much into it because it
feels bad.
I feel bad, asking people for money. Like, I don't know.
It gives you a bad feeling, it does.
Yeah.
What is it you miss the most about your normal life before?
I really miss having my own kitchen and my own bathroom. Like being able to cook what I want and have everything there, and you know, the appliances and the bathroom, having your own bathroom, being able to have your stuff there and not have to carry everything with you all the time. Those two things, you don't appreciate it when you have it, you know?
Gotcha.
But just to have that again would be awesome.
Gotcha.
Would
But
be
like you
really
said,
cool.
you have to want it
Yes.
more than the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you understand that getting to that point is you deciding, okay, I want this more than that.
Yes. I agree. I definitely do.
I mean, you understand it, but coming to the decision of saying,
Honestly, I've been more and more wanting to do it. Like, and it's going to be getting really cold now.
yeah. Isn't it
that's
better
gonna
in the
make
winter
it-
because, like, it's not so hot to sleep?
I mean, yeah, but then it's like you got to find blankets and you got to have pillows. You know what I mean? You got to have stuff to bundle up with and more stuff to carry. So it kind of like half and half good, half bad.
Okay. But you do understand what it would take for you to get your life back together. And it seems like you didn't have like the most horrendous childhood. I mean, you finished school,
Yeah.
like you started college, so
There was a little bit of domestic violence with my dad.
Yeah.
He was a little rough with his wife sometimes. And then with my mom, her husband and her, they would fight. So I saw a little bit of that. But other than that, I mean, I had okay.
But you do understand that like not all men are like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are men. His role is to be a protector, not to be a predator. So like,
Well, I vouched seeing this, I would never be with someone that would put their hands on me.
exactly.
So it taught me that, you know?
Don't tolerate it.
No.
Gotcha. Because
No.
that leads a lot of women to
I
being out
respect
here.
myself
Yeah.
enough to know. And that's another thing. I've never got to the point where
Yeah.
I sell. No.
Okay.
I still have that respect for myself.
Good. Yeah. That's a difficult when it drags people into just
And people have offered, like, people pull up to me, hey, you want to make it $20? I'm like, no, man, keep going.
People actually do that.
It's not worth it to me. Keep going,
People
bro.
actually do that. Oh, that's crazy. And then like,
I know.
obviously, if you're out here, you could have Mercer, you could have anything.
yeah.
I mean,
I did. I went to pain management at first because I got in this car accident in 2007. I got in a car accident and I broke both my ankles. I was in a wheelchair for 6 months, and that's what started the pain.
gotcha.
And then from there, I was in pain management for 8 years, and then I went to the clinic for 8 years. So it's like 16 years of my life, bro. That's a hard one. I also got to the point where I was up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not proud of that,
Yeah.
but I never want to do that again.
Yeah. Well,
Never
I was
wanna
on
do
him
that
for
again.
6 months after I ended up in a walker.
Yeah.
And I woke up one day and I said, the pain's not. Oh, you see me? I'm in pain right now.
Right.
I mean, I'm sitting on my truck bed just because I can't stand.
Yeah.
The pain doesn't go away.
No.
So, are you gonna be on for the rest of your life?
No.
What were
I
your?
don't want to be.
Yeah.
I still have pain in my ankles sometimes. It's hard for me to walk. It's easier for me to ride a bike.
Yeah.
If I have too much weight on my feet,
Yeah.
my feet will be swollen at the end of the day, and I'll have to put my feet up. So that's why I ride a bike a lot. It helps
Gotcha.
me.
So, what started you on the journey to was the accident?
Yeah.
Was there a lawsuit involved in any of that?
I actually am working on a class action lawsuit against getting overprescribed.
Yeah.
I do need to check into it though because I haven't had a phone. I had a phone and I left it at the gas station, so I haven't had a phone for a couple months now. But I'm working on getting another one.
Gotcha. So the last question I'm going to ask you is, what is the nicest thing somebody has ever done for you since you've been on the streets?
I've had people bring me food and I've had people give me money. Like some lady, I was at the Bank of America just sitting there and I had gotten rained on, and this lady said, "Would a little money help you?" I said, "Anything, anything." She went into the bank, got $60 and gave it to me.
Wow.
I was like, I couldn't believe it. I said,
Yeah.
"Really? Really?" Like I was in shock. I'm like, "Oh my God." But yeah.
Have you ever had somebody help you and then you needed it so bad that you cried afterwards?
I had somebody give me a bike.
Yeah.
And that touched my heart because, it really helped me. Not having a bike is hard for me, to get around because, like I said, if I walk too much, my ankles get swollen and it's like I'm out of commission for the day.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you.